What's the deal, baby? Big Boss K-Po here to talk this boxing. What's good with y'all boys? 2023, running it up, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Terence Crawford needs this fight against Errol Spence. Let's talk about it. Now, Terence Crawford really doesn't have a lot of options. It's fight Errol or bust, in my opinion. Right? I feel like because Terence Crawford is not going to be able to really secure other fights. Right? You got a lot of people who see how he did business with PBC and Errol, and they don't like that. You got many people saying that. They like, man, he still could have made the fight. You know, I'm talking about higher up executives of other promotional companies or, you know, managers, and they like, man, how he handled business and that, you know, regards to Errol, that wasn't solid. You know what I mean? Like, there's a way he could have went about that. You know? So it's a lot of them who see what Bud did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It was unprofessional. You know, it's tacky. We just gonna be real. You know what I mean? Like, that was some hood stuff. That was like some, you know what I mean? Like, it was some hood sideways stuff. Like, it wasn't professional. You know what I mean? You know, I do feel like Errol Spence and them should have had a plan B, but they went all in on Bud. They thinking, oh, he want to smoke. I mean, and truthfully, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I made videos about that. I feel like Bud wanted to fight, you know, but his energy kind of changed a little bit, you know. But Terence Crawford needs this fight against Errol Spence. Maybe saying why. For starters, Terence Crawford's profile has taken a major hit. You know what I mean? His brand, right? He got a couple of loyal supporters, mainly the delusion of Bud buddies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still a Terence Crawford fan, but at the end of the day, I don't support stupidity, you know, and idiocracy. And what he did in the dealings with Errol Spence, you know, with the business side of it wasn't smart. You know what I mean? Your brand took, it not only affects you, it affects people who are associated with you. You know what I mean? You have to think about your team, you know? And he even said it himself. It was people on my team that were like questioning things I was doing because what you did wasn't logical. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is a brand. So anybody who represents you, they got to answer those questions. You know what I mean? Why did Terence Crawford do that? Man, Terence Crawford, you don't understand how that affects. When you have a brand, and prime example, Wilder, a lot of his team, they all in unison. Whatever he say, they saying. You know what I mean? What he's saying, Shelly Finkel's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's unison. It's there in unison. You got Errol Spence. Whatever he says, everybody else on his team is saying. Derek James. You know, everybody is saying the same thing. They're in unison. Terence Crawford, he say one thing. This person on his team saying something else. This person saying this. His mama saying this. His sister saying this. It's all of that. You know what I mean? So Terence Crawford's brand is taking a hit. He has to make this fight against Errol Spence. If he go fight Alexis Rocha, whoever he's rumored to fight, that's going to make him take. He already took a hit because he fought David Avanesian. He went and pulled a fighter who had a fight schedule. He was supposed to fight. And he said, hey, bro, come fight me. Pulled him out his fight. When there was Boots available. Boots didn't have no fight. Virgil Ortiz didn't have no fight. You know what I mean? Keith Thurman ain't had no fight. There's some killers out there you could have fought. Danny Garcia still can make 147. Terence Crawford had to say is, hey, bro, I need a fight. You know, we still can negotiate. I need to get a fight in. Al, can you give me a fight? Al Heyman will be like, hey, Danny, fight Terence Crawford. Bet. What does that do for Terence Crawford when he fight a fighter like Danny Garcia and he beat him? Oh, gets him a name on his resume, a top fighter on his resume, and it gets some of Danny Garcia's fans, right? Because if Terence would have gotten there with Danny and whooped him, beat the brakes off of him, what does that do? Gets you the respect, right? Gets you more fanfare. So now people are like, damn, Terence is the real deal. But we don't know he the real deal. We see what he doing against low-level competition, but I don't know who you are when you know what I'm saying? If you get in there with another live dog like yourself, I don't know if you're going to perform. I don't know. I know what Errol is. I know when Errol Spence getting on another top fighter, he going to fight and he going to figure out a way to win. Whether he stop him or he go to war with him, he going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I don't know that with Bud. I don't know. I don't know. And that's just real talk. Terence Crawford need this fight against Errol Spence. He need it for his legacy, for his brand, for him to solidify himself as one of the top welterweights, 147 pounds. He needs this fight. Right? This is the fight for him to make. He got it. I'm telling you, he got to get this fight. He got to now. He has to. His brand is man, look, I done seen the stuff I'm saying. I done seen so many, man. I got a partner that is a loyal Terence Crawford fan, right? I'm talking about, boy had pictures on the wall, posters on the wall, Bud Crawford shirts, all that. And I'm telling y'all this. The boy will argue you down about Bud Crawford, right? He knew for a shit show that Bud Crawford was going to fight Errol. He knew that. He was like, yeah, they going to fight and Bud going to knock out Errol Spence. That's what he told me. I said, we'll see. This nigga pulled out that fight against Errol. You know this man threw all his stuff in the trash? He threw his Bud Crawford shirts, posters, all that in the trash. He couldn't believe it. He's still in disbelief. You know what I'm saying? When you mention Bud Crawford's name to him, he starts shaking his head. He don't want to talk about it. Telling you, man. He need this fight against Errol Spence. He has to fight this boy. If he don't, it's going to be a duck again. If he don't, his dang, I'm telling you, his brand going to take another hit. Bud walking around here like he King Tut. Like, he ain't fought them fights, bro. And if he think he has, God bless him. God bless him. Ball's gone.